That's us. We're a 150,000 square feet manufacturing and distribution facility based in Lisburn in County Antrim. We also have a smaller operation in Telford in Shropshire, GB, mainly a sales and distribution centre. And we have over 100 employees encompassing R&D, engineering, production, quality, all of the usual disciplines that you might expect in a large manufacturer. We're one of Ireland's leading heating appliance manufacturers. Our history has been oil-fired boilers. So lots of the technology that we have accrued over the years has been dedicated to that purpose. We have been successfully trading for over 40 years as a private company, and that's probably unusual. We're a local company and a household name. And we have a comprehensive product portfolio including oil-fired hot water cylinders, solar, ground source and air source heat pumps, and of course the wood pellet boiler, which we're here to discuss today. We have a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility with integrated customer care centre. Within the manufacturing facility we have a number of very nice processes, from punching to high definition plasma cutting, CNC panel bending, robotic welding as well. It allows the production of a high precision product and a top quality product. We're BSI registered for 9001. We're also MCS accredited through BSI as well, which is an additional system which layers on top of 9001. We have a network of trained technicians within our CCC department. So whilst we're a manufacturer of the product, we also provide an after-sales support in the field with technicians who have been trained by us solely on our product, and there's no one better placed to work on that product, both from situations where you might experience a breakdown, for example, or where service and routine maintenance is necessary. We have our own in-house design team, and nowadays our focus is squarely on renewable products in the design area. So why wood pellet then? Well, in considering the design project for the current product, obviously rising fuel costs means that consumers are searching for a cheaper alternative fuel, and it's very disconcerting to us as a traditional oil boiler manufacturer that those people with oil boilers are actually leading the hunt on that. So at around a third less than the price of oil, wood pellets are a feasible alternative in prior oil installations, and that's where people seem to be looking. One complication with that is that people are hesitating at the cost of installation, the cost of the boiler equipment itself, so that's where our focus has been squared. If you're an oil boiler user, generally the boiler is placed remotely, and alternative fuels such as gas, being off network, it's not really an alternative for you. Conventional alternatives like LPG and electricity are even more expensive, as you know. Wood pellet boiler systems are also benefiting from support from government grants and so on, which has been talked about on a number of occasions today. In looking at some of the information, the savings both in terms of the pound sterling and in tonnes of CO2 a year are clear. The only thing there that I suppose the less amount of saving is with gas, but again, if you're off network, that's of little benefit to you. The additional benefits have been much discussed today about the carbon lean fuel, producing a fraction of the carbon emissions of fossil fuels. And wood pellets, of course, can be sourced locally, and we've seen many local producers of at least wood chip and wood pellet also, so that it can be supplied on an infant basis within our own country, providing a security of supply. Locally sourced wood pellets can also offer business opportunities and support the rural economy, and in fact we ourselves are also looking at the supply of wood pellet to suit our boiler, ensuring that the proper quality of fuel reaches the product that we've designed. It provides an economic incentive as well to manage woodland, which improves biodiversity, helping the environment. In terms of design inputs, what we looked at when we were considering a wood pellet boiler was we wanted to develop a product which was primarily aimed at the domestic heating market. That's what our roots are, so that's where we decided to stay. The development of a highly efficient product set to address rising fuel costs and combating fuel poverty, which was touched on by NIHE, is clearly one of the primary considerations as well. And development of a product which is priced to overcome that consumer hesitation when they're examining wood pellet as an alternative to oil, because it is a sticking point. Development of a product which is self-contained and can be retrofitted and which is user-friendly. The biomass product is very susceptible to problems that are created by the user, and those behavioural changes that need to be implemented when undertaking a biomass boiler are something that we had to consider. So we've had to make our product user-friendly to give it the best chance of optimum performance in the field. We've also had to develop a very robust product and a flexible product, which essentially, as a boiler manufacturer, we have three customers. We have the merchant trade, we have the installers, and we have the user of the product. So we've to satisfy the requirements of all three of those customers, and that's a difficult balancing act. But we've had to produce a product which is favoured by installers, by technicians who would work on them thereafter, and by the users who are going to live side by side with the product. So let's look at our product then. That's it stripped back. You have an integral 120 kilo fuel feed system hopper inside the product. An anti-condensation valve. One of the greatest enemies of biomass boilers is of course the buildup of tar and creosote. So as the product is beginning its ignition process, we need to ensure that it reaches temperature to prevent that condensation from happening inside the heat exchanger, and we do that with that anti-condensation valve, which recirculates the heat that the boiler is producing to make sure it stays warm enough that condensation doesn't take place. We have a patent pending combustion chamber and a variable high efficiency pump. The product itself is suitable for inside and outside applications, so it's completely weatherproof and is in fact IP54 rated. And it comes with its own durable flue, which has a lot of flue options which will suit installation in many types of situations. So as I've already mentioned, we have that robust build specification with the IP rated housing, its own integral flue, and those flue extension options, which means you can basically put the product in most places. There's a condensate trap built into the flue as well because of the efficiency of the product. As the flue gas is cooled, it can get that rain out, which can come back down the flue, but there's a trap there to prevent that from happening. The product is specifically designed for retrofit in an oil situation, and because the product is fully modulating, there's no need for a buffer tank. The product's highly intelligent and manages its own heat. For the technician, it's front and top servicing access. A couple of the unique design features. We mentioned the patent pending heat exchanger. Within that there's a cleaning mechanism which is particular to us and which would extend cleaning intervals and service intervals. We think that it's something which will help address some of the complications that the behavioural changes that people sometimes have difficulty making in taking on a biomass boiler. So it would help people like that get over that hurdle of dealing with this new technology in their home. There's also, as I mentioned, that anti-condensation valve, which virtually eliminates tar and creosote buildup, enhances performance and efficiency. In terms of the performance and efficiency of the product, the standard was revised back in 2012. Originally there were 3 classes. There was an addition of a further 2 efficiency classes. Third-party testing of the product shows that we actually exceed class 5, the highest class. There's an output range of 4 to 6 kilowatts on the product as well, and as I said, the product is fully modulating, so the product functions on the basis of the heat demand from the property. The maximum minimum output can be set at commissioning of the product, which is of course vital once it's installed. The latest pump optimises efficiency as well by matching the hydraulic resistance of the system into which it's installed and on the basis of the heat demand placed by the property. It is, as I said earlier, one of the most intelligent products in its class. It's equipped with microprocessor control. It has a very user-friendly interface, so We hope that people will not have difficulty in understanding how the product works and will help it to work at optimum performance. It's a 7-day independent timer for heating and hot water, and it's configurable to whole system control. It's one of those products where it will be subject to the impacts of the system, and in order to help that product to function best in the installation situation, it's best if that product controls the whole heating system. The comment earlier was, what's a room stat? The product will take care of it all. It's weather compensating, so it's aware of the environment it's been installed. It works hotter and cooler climates and works cooler and hotter climates. It's frost protected for those outside applications, so the product won't become damaged in colder weather. And of course then there's the low level pellet warning facility. So, accreditations and approvals. We're a BSI registered firm. They take care of our 9001. They also take care of our MCS accreditation as well. The product is CE marked, but because it's such a new product, we're now actively seeking endorsement from the Energy Saving Trust as well. That's our product. It's efficient, it's flexible, it's environmentally friendly, it's cost effective, manufactured locally, and of course there's that local after sales support based on that department that we run within the business, which is our customer care department. Other products and services. We produce a range of cylinders and solar and heat pumps as well. Of course, there's our oil-fired boiler range. We also have, because of our fabrication technologies, we also make a range of sanitary ware, and we have the ability to fabricate many different projects. We have a number of subcontract undertakings in that regard. That's Warmflow. Thank you.